just leaving the Isle of Man. We stayed at Port St Mary last night. Very rolling for the first part of the night. In fact, we didn't get any sleep, or very little sleep. Don't know why. Navily was giving it, have good protection, and the winds were not blowing in, but anyway, there was a swell coming in. Not the best night to sleep. But anyway, we're on our way to Holyhead. The Isle of Man is. So just coming down to Holyhead, and we're just going through the traffic separation scheme at the moment. So I think Holyhead's just over there. Not been in before, but I believe that's where it is. And we're just making our way down now, looking out for the big heavy stuff in the shipping lane. Doesn't seem to be much about. The ferry over there. Just got a bit of engine in just to maintain our speed across the TSS, but once we get across it, I'm going to knock the engine off. So we're still under sail, 12 to 13 knots, occasionally 14. Milford's just over there. We're just scooped along now, what they call Skerry as well, not in them properly. We're trying to cut between them and the North Stack. Still see the So we've come into what was Holyhead Marina. All the pontoons etc. got damaged in the storm, but there's plenty of visitors, boys, to be picked up. And we picked this one up. Most difficult bit was getting hold of somebody, but they're on Channel M or Channel 37. And then they direct you to wherever you go, and then they'll come and pick you up in the launch and take you to shore, and the last launch back to your boat is at 21:45 this evening. So that's brilliant. Don't know quite how much that's going to cost yet, but it's brilliant. Saves a lot of messing around. It's a lovely marina. So this is Holyhead Marina. We did have a load of pontoons over there, a proper marina, but it got destroyed in the storm. So there's loads of visitors, boys, now, and they operate with a little shuttle that comes out and takes people ashore from their boats and back. It's really good. The club looks nice as well. Lovely and sheltered. So hopefully have a good night's sleep here tonight. Just hope they can get the funding. They're on about putting a break wall in. Hope they get the funding. So we're just leaving Holyhead, making our way out round the race. Hopefully we're timing it right. We could go inshore, but they talk of only being about 2 boat lengths off the rocks to go round, and I'm not happy with that. I don't know the waters well enough, so we're going to go out a bit deeper and go round the race. Lovely morning. We've got 7 knots to 15 knots of wind at the moment as the wind's dropped off, and you can see the storm clouds starting to come in. High winds coming in tomorrow, next couple of days. Pretty though, but it's the start of a storm that's tracking up from the south along the Welsh coast. Hoping once we get round the headland that the wind will fill in a little bit and we can just drift down with the tide. Even if we're doing 2 knots through the water, we'll be doing 3.5 knots over the ground. So, and it's about 20 miles to Carmarthen. We've got North Stack and South Stack down the bottom. Looks quite benign. I think we've timed it just right. You can see the currents just starting to pick up. Going to be starting to get a bit of swell. There's another yacht over there. They've obviously came out a similar time to ourselves, so and are going round as well. I have to say it does look quite benign at the moment, but there is hardly any wind, so I'm guessing that's why. But we're going to go out round and wide, although it looks perfectly doable at the moment. So decided to cut inside a bit more than on my original track. You can see the turbulence in the water beginning to start, but I think we have timed it with slack water, so I think it's Holyhead minus 20 minutes if I remember rightly. So we're just coming round South Stack now. You can see there's a boat over there taking the inshore route, which you can see there's a flat bit of water on the inside, but at the moment it's quite benign. Slowly making our way down to Cromarty. Absolutely beautiful day. I think it's the first day of summer. To, I'm guessing, Llandwyn Bay by Carnarvon Bar. There's a Norwegian boat followed us down, and they were also in the Isle of Man with us. They came across at the same time. It's a beautiful little spot. The anchor didn't grab first time. I think we picked up a big lump of seaweed, but it went in second time, no problem. 7 metres here, and it's really pretty. And then we Carnarvon's over there and up through there. Pretty spot. So we came into Port Denarwick yesterday. It's basically Carnarvon kicked us out, which everybody was annoyed about, all the yachts. They've got some motorboats coming in today and they wanted us out yesterday. So I've come up to Port Denarwick, and we're glad we have. Pretty little place. Nice facilities, and not much further up the Menai Strait than Carmarthen. We're just off with the dogs for a little walk. just having a walk down Cromarty. Marine office is over there. It's been taken over now by 4 new owners. We're trying to build up the business again. Thankfully, the guy who owned it all no longer owns it. Just walking up from Port Denarwick. I'm guessing this is the link that supplies water to the locks. So we came into Fishguard last night, went around 8 o'clock-ish, got anchored. You can't anchor in this bit between those 2 buoys on that side, but this you can. And it's just deep enough, 2 meters under the keel here, to get a bit of shelter, because it was an awful day yesterday. Came down past the tripods from Carmarthen Bar, where we'd anchored at the side of. Tripods were horrendous, even though we were like 3 miles off. Big swell coming in on the beam and rocking the boat all over the place. Bardsey was like a millpool. We whizzed through that. And then once we got below Bardsey Island, it started, but not as bad, with the swell. It was rain. It felt like a winter's day. It was freezing yesterday. Had all my wets on, woolly hat, everything. This anchorage was really quite rolly last night, but we were so tired after a 4:30 start yesterday. I think we'd have slept through anything. But now it's like a millpool, and we're just about to set off, go around to Ramsey Sound and get through there. So you need to be there 3.5 hours after high water Milford. So that means leaving here about 4 hours before, to punch a bit of tide to get down there for when it turns. So, and then get through. Beautiful day. Even a nice breeze starting to come in now, so maybe we can sail as well, which would be amazing. We had a good day yesterday in that respect though. We sailed for 8 hours of the journey, and the rest we had to motor because there was just no wind. So we've just left Fishguard and we got dolphins straight away with us.